Well, hello, Redeemer. It's Pastor Augie, and I'm here with our Evangelism and Missions Chair, Terra Tate. Hi, Terra.
Hi.
And I thought we'd bring you something a little bit different this week. And for our midweek check-in, get to see a face and hear from a voice other than me. We've got so many wonderful leaders in our congregation, and Terra is actually brand new. What a crazy way to learn about your ministry area, huh, Terra?
Yep. Yeah. This is a whole nother way to reach people, I guess.
Uh, It is. It's definitely all the challenges that we've been going through are presenting opportunities, and I can already see we've done some things differently, and we're going to come out of this, I think, even stronger in a lot of ways. And one of the main reasons that I wanted to get us together today was so that our church knew that even though we've been kind of scaling things back in terms of our Sunday worship, the ministry is still happening. We're still doing things, and particularly in your area, I'm excited because we've had a number of different things. Now, I'll just for the sake of a general introduction, evangelism and mission really is a very broad area in our congregation that handles everything that our church does in terms of outreach and service. It's kind of very broad, and Tara's learning that. It's a little bit like drinking from a fire hose. She's doing a great job. But what we've been doing is we've been focusing on some different ways to do community outreach that are more related to this pandemic. And so we've got a few to talk about. So I'll let Tara tell you. The first thing we did is actually, it's behind us. We did it around Easter, that photo challenge. I'll let Tara tell you about the idea behind that and how it ended up. So Tara, tell us about the photo challenge.
Yeah. The idea really combined evangelisms and missions, which was kind of cool because we asked people to submit photos of their Easter festivities. So we had a different focus each day. And people submitted a photo, and for every photo submitted, we donated to the San Diego Foundation COVID Response Fund. And so that was a cool way, I think, for people to evangelize, share their photos with people electronically, and also give back to the community, and especially people that really need our help right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Some of those challenges, we were just kind of, it seemed like getting going on the shutdown. And I didn't really want to show pictures of me and my house and my family. We weren't always that presentable. So,
Yeah.
but I did get in on a few of the photos, and it's fun. One of the things I like about those photo challenges is that it allows so many people to participate.
Yeah.
So what was the final amount of the donation, if you recall, that we made to that organization?
I think we upped it. It's especially a new program. You never know what the participation is going to be. So we had over 20 photos shared, which I think was great. A great place for us to start, and hopefully people will see the results of that and continue to share. And we ended up donating $250 to that fund. We just rounded up, and hope to continue to see that grow as you do a similar photo challenge through other festivities and stuff through the rest of the year.
Yeah. And I liked that. I remember when we were looking at different organizations, I liked that relief fund because they help so many different, everything from hospitals to food and relief agencies.
Yep.
All right. Now, the next thing that we've got going on is actually in process right now, and that's a donation and a match. And I forgot, what's the organization that we're...
Yeah, it's the North County San Diego Food Bank. So it's located in Vista. I've actually been there and volunteered, and they help provide food to kind of the essential need that some families, especially right now, are really facing.
Yeah, we kind of in our leadership we talked about that, and we don't have anything set up to do food distributions out of our location. So we said, why not partner with an organization who does this well? And you were saying you're familiar with that food bank, and it's very, very popular and very busy.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And just before we got on the video conference, I asked Rochelle to just see where the donations are so far, and she couldn't tell exactly. So this is just a round number. We've gotten about 450 in. So that means we would take 450 from our mission fund to double that.
Yep.
And we have authorized up to 1,500 match. So we're about a third of the way through. But there's you had only planned us to do this for a couple more days, right?
Yeah, it'll end as long as you donate through May 11th, which is this coming Monday. So a few more days.
few more days. I'll try to emphasize that in the email,
Yep.
but that's just an easy way. We thought about doing an in gathering, but then you have people kind of touching the food, and just we thought this would be very sanitary and safe. And of
Hmm.
course, the food bank needs they can use the donations just as much as actual food.
Yep.
Um, and then there's one more thing. We wanted to find a way to involve more of our actual congregation families and reach out to them. Um, and also in recognition of the fact that it's Mother's Day coming. Happy Mother's Day a little early,
Hmm.
Tara. I know you've
Thank
got two
you.
kids at home.
Hmm.
Um, and so I know we're working on putting together some sort of a care bag or a gift bag.
Yeah.
And it's going to have a bunch of different things in it for moms and kids and just really everybody, right?
Yep. Yeah. So we want members to know we're thinking of them. We know the Sunday kind of church experience is a little different now for many people and many families. I know my family likes um, to cast the YouTube video onto our big screen in our living room and sit together and watch it, sometime in PJs. But um, so we wanted to kind of encourage people to watch at home and enjoy the services at home, but let them know that we're thinking of them. And so there's two bags to pick from. So there's the family bag, which we're calling the Sunday care bag, which has some goodies, some ways to take notes for the service, maybe some games and some fun stuff in there. And then there's a kids bag that Miss Rhonda from Sunday school is putting together, that will be available to pick up this Sunday and this Monday. So if you can't make it on Mother's Day from 1 to 3 Sunday, that's fine. You can come and pick it up on Monday from 1 to 3. And we're hoping to have some people there that can wave and say hello safely from a distance, but wearing
Masks, gloves.
masks
Yeah, yeah.
and gloves. Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to being there. I'm not sure I'll be there all 4 hours, but I will
Yep.
definitely plan to be there a good chunk, if not all.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've been talking about different ways to make sure to get the bag to the people in their cars. They won't have to get out of their cars, just kind of drive through. Our parking lot's actually really good for that. You can kind of go in on one side
Hmm.
and come out on the other. So, um, yeah, and so that bag is being made available through the funds from our congregation, but we also got a little Thrivent donation to help up that a little bit, so we're able to put a few more things in on that.
Yeah.
So I'm actually looking forward to that. It'll just to have people come by the church. Of course, the governor and we've been hearing in the news there is talk about opening things back up,
Hmm.
and so our leadership team has been very busy. We've got a whole document we're working on, talking about everything from how we're going to do offerings and communion and masks and roping off the pews, because we're anxious to get back into our sanctuary where we can at least be together. And
Yep.
it's going to be different at first,
Yeah.
but we'll be there. But for now, people can at least, you know, come to the church for a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, and I know, you know, kudos to you, Pastor, and to Rochelle for putting together these services every week. I know it's a whole different workload, and I'm sure there was a lot of adjustments. So it's been really cool to see that transition and still be able to be together on Sundays.
Yeah, I was telling Rochelle I'm getting a little spoiled though, being able to edit my mistakes out of the video.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
gonna have to go back to real time on Sunday. And one of the things we're very sensitive to the fact that when we do start up again, that we're gonna strive to still have something in video, because we had never had video available. It'll be
Yeah.
different because it'll be live, but we know that
Hmm.
some people will still be either choosing to stay home or asked to stay home because of their
Oh, that's
risk
true.
factors. Yep,
Yep.
exactly. So we want to be able to make it so that those people can still experience worship. That's
Yep.
probably a good segue. What I'm going to talk about this Sunday, we're starting a brand new message series. It's called He's Still Got the Whole World in His Hands. I don't know if you learned that song when you were a
Hmm.
kid. He's got the whole world in his hands. And sometimes when things happen like this, we really wonder, is God still, paying attention? What happened? And the fact is, he has. And I'm going to be looking back. Actually, we're still in this Easter season, so we're going to be looking back at reading from Mark's Gospel when Jesus was in the upper room celebrating that Last Supper with his disciples, and they just you really get it through their head that what he was saying was going to happen, that they were going to betray him, that he was going to be taken. And, you know, just seemed like that wouldn't happen if Jesus was in control. And of course, you know, even after he was crucified and buried, they went and hid. It just looked like things had gone off the rails. But, and we're also looking John's gospel that's assigned for the day. Jesus tells his disciples and us, do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. And then probably a great evangelism verse for you, Terra. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. And it's a great, we'll be looking at I'll be tying all these themes together, this idea of what do we do when things look so uncertain? How can we still have peace and hope? Knowing that God really is in control. We don't see what he sees all the time, and he's got the whole plan. He's got it all figured out. We need to trust in him. And at the same time, we're Easter people. We know about the empty tomb, and so we know that he's called us to go into the world, make disciples, be not afraid, and that everybody needs to know about him because he's the only name under heaven by which people must be saved. And so that's why we have your whole branch of the ministry, evangelism and outreach and mission, is to just help people know we've got a message for them of hope even in times of uncertainty.
Yep.
So, well, it's been great to be here with you today. Thanks for setting this up. I appreciate you recording this meeting for us, and I'll look forward to seeing you in person. And I don't know, maybe we'll see you on either Sunday or Monday driving through for a care bag.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you so much.
And have a great Mother's Day.
Thanks.
All right, we'll talk again soon.
Bye.